How to open Genesis Coupe fog lights. So these are for the BK2, the 2013 to 2016 fog lights, but the same process works for the BK1, the 2010 to 2012 fog light. First, let's start with the tools that you'll need. You'll obviously need a fog light. This one's pretty gross. We're gonna try and clean all that off. First thing you'll need is some sort of heat source. I like to use this old oven that we moved out into the garage. You can use a heat gun or a blow dryer. I don't like this method because it puts the heat in one central location and it's easier to melt the light. If you put it in the oven, it's much more even heat all the way around the light. After you heat it up, then you're gonna need some flathead screwdrivers. I like to start with a pocket screwdriver just to loosen up all the tabs without damaging anything, and then moving on to a bigger flathead screwdriver to get in and do a little bit of prying. Next up is gonna be a Phillips head screwdriver. There's always screws inside of lights that you'll need to remove. It's good to have one of these. I also like to use just an impact because it's faster. After that is some retro rubber. So this is what you're gonna use to reseal the light with. This is OEM grade butyl, so it seals it up just like it was brand new. To go along with that is just some clips. We have a whole bucket of these. This is what you're gonna use to hold the light together while it's cooling off and really create a tight seal. Couple of tips: get a foam pad to protect the light just in case you drop it a little bit. Same with some cling wrap, plastic wrap. This is gonna protect the lens from scratches. I also like these little magnet trays to keep track of screws. The screws inside there are so tiny, it's really easy to lose. So magnet tray will keep them all together. If you haven't done so already, the first step is gonna be to remove the trim. You can remove this out of the car by leaving the trim in there, but this is just how we have it right now. So the only thing that we have left to remove off of this trim is a screw right here on the back, and it's gonna be a Phillips head. Okay, there's nothing else that we have to remove off of this, so we can actually put it in the oven right now. In the oven for 220 degrees, about 8 minutes. Been 8 minutes, so now we can start opening it. I like to start with the pocket screwdriver and I loosen the tabs. So just stick your pocket screwdriver in, lightly lift up on it. Don't yank on it, you will tear the plastic. Just enough so that the plastic is off of the tab. Okay, once you have all the tabs loose, use the bigger screwdriver and we're gonna start to pull the lens from the back housing. Now, the way that I do this is by putting the screwdriver in and kind of doing a twisting motion. You really don't wanna go like this because that can tear the plastic. If you can put the screwdriver underneath the lens and twist it up inside the trough, it's gonna lift up without tearing. Apart. Ooh, this one's nasty. After you modify the light, it's time to reseal it. So I forgot to film the part where I put the retro rubber back into the trough. So what you're about to see is from whenever I built a different set. It's the exact same process though. Time to reseal the lights. So that's where we get our retro rubber, and we are going to fill the trough back up with some butyl. You're gonna put it back in the oven just like you did whenever you opened it, which we've already done here, so we can take it out. It's hot. We're gonna use some of these. Once you have the lens set in place and the entire light is heated up, then you can go ahead and grab your clips and you're going to put them all the way around the light. The goal is to get every single one of these tabs back into place. That way, the light itself is gonna hold. Right, it should look something like that. So right here, there's a lot of stuff in the way, but thankfully these tabs have gone back into place. So everything is actually looking really good. And don't worry, this lens right here is about to be redone. The customer's gonna go pick them up and take them to a headlight restoration guy. You're gonna leave those clips on there until the light cools off, and then it should be completely sealed, ready to go. Okay, bye.